Today, we live in a very challenging environment. We know because of the Sustainable Development Goals that there are very large targets to be reached in order to improve lives and prosperity around the globe. The price tag of those Sustainable Development Goals themselves is very large. It's between $3.5 and $4.5 trillion a year through 2030. So it's a considerable task ahead of everyone to try and find solutions, creative solutions to deal with this problem. But I think it's interesting to put it in perspective. If you think about putting a man on the moon, the Apollo missions of the United States, that took about $200 billion in today's currency. So in other words, we're looking at an effort here that's several multiples of the effort it took to put a man on the moon. But clearly the solution here isn't just a scientific or technological one, it's a social project. It's something that we all have to work together globally on. And I think there's some principles that have to be applied to that work. First, we have to have a great degree of openness and access to information about what governments, civil society, and the public sector are doing to work towards solutions on the Sustainable Development Goals. That means having open data access, things like the Open Government Partnership or the Global Platform for Sustainable Development Data, create linkages between data sources and data users that are very important to finding solutions. I think, second of all, we have to look at metrics. We have to be able to measure what works and what doesn't work. And only in that way can we find the programs that are succeeding and expand them, and then find programs that are falling short and seek solutions to make them better or cancel them in the case that they can't be fixed. And finally, I think we have to look for solutions that have a greater degree of collaboration. This is no longer just a north-south dialogue. It's a south-south dialogue. It's also a public sector, private sector, and civil society dialogue. And we have to look at ways of making effective partnerships between all parties in order to reach these very ambitious goals.